Okay, guys, I am so super sorry for this extreme delay, but had a bit of a tizzy, a little bit of trouble getting home today, but I'm home thankfully, and we are ready for our live stream. So I'm gonna give everyone a minute to realize that I haven't abandoned you. I'm still here. I've been sharing to the group, so hopefully if you guys are still awake, we can still do our live stream for tonight. As you guys know, today is the end of campaign 19, so we will officially be starting our first full day of campaign 21. Sorry, this is the last day of campaign 20. Wow, I just brought it back like 2 months. But today's the official last day of campaign 20, so we will be starting campaign 21 tomorrow, and we've got some really great stuff to share. But for those of you who are here watching as representatives, it is also Closeout Tuesday. So I am so excited because I've been seeing a lot of you guys sharing on your walls, on your Facebook pages, and in the groups about all the things that you're celebrating: title advancements, aka raises, promotions, aka you've been making money all this time and now you're being recognized for having that success, reaching different levels in your business. So kudos to you guys. So I want you guys to jump in here, share what you've been celebrating for the week. I love these weeks because being Closeout Tuesday, you see your numbers. You kind of see the work that you've been doing for the last 2 weeks paying off. So for me, I mentioned last week that I made it to President's Club, which was $10,000 in sales for the year. Honestly, for me, this is the first time that I've made it so soon in the year. I'm an average seller, but sales has always been something that I struggle with. For those of you guys who sometimes I meet people and they say, "Oh no, I couldn't do that. I'm not good at sales." I know, the people who could sell sand in the desert, ice in the Arctic. I am not one of those people, but there's still hope for you because I am the kind of person who shares. Today I have on no jewelry. Oh no, wait, I have on a bracelet. Um, but I share. I'm wearing, you can't see, but Avon shoes. My jacket today was an Avon jacket. My hair products are all 100% Avon. I was laughing with a friend because for those of you curly girls, any curly girls on the chat, some of these haircuts for like these dry curly cuts are like upwards of 100, 200, $300. Not me. Budget fashionista. Some of these conditioners, once they slap like natural hair or curly hair on it, all of a sudden the price is 2 or 3 times more. We talk about the pink tax. There's got to be like an ethnicity tax as well, but argument for another day. Uh, but I am like not all about that. I love Avon because the products are the same for everyone. This right here, I am loving our two products that I swear by. One of them I've just started to use, and I shared with you a few weeks ago how much I was loving it. And oh, I did an event with it, so I don't have any here. But first, I always use the well, I love the entire hairline for the Advanced Techniques Reconstruction 7. So this is the damage rehab treatment. You just kind of take this stuff, moisture, damage repair, all that. But I really love the mask. I love the damage repair mask. I do love this treatment because it's very light and I can just kind of spray it on and go, get a little extra zhuzh. But the PM Restore, really also been loving that. I've been really seeing a difference in my hair and skin. So same price across the board, regardless of your hair type, one. Two, super affordable. So I'm all about that life, yes. So hey Katie, hey Clarita and Chanel, thank you guys for joining me. Again, I know I've been late, but I appreciate you guys coming here. But yeah, I am super, I feel like it's not worth spending $300 on a haircut, but or on all these crazy products, 50 and 60 and 70 and 80, $100 on hair care products just because it's for curly hair. But I love my Avon. I love Avon products. I love the quality of it, love the price point of it, love that I can get quality at an amazing price, and I just share that with people. I've got some amazing customers. Shout out to any of my customers. If you guys are watching, you guys are awesome. I am thankful for each and every one of you. You guys made this possible. But I I feel like you don't have to be that person who sells ice in the Arctic. but if you love the products and you're genuine about it, you can do this. So that was my win that I was sharing. It's like official, like officially official as of last campaign. This campaign, I am kind of figuring out what's the next level that I want to track for. But I've been seeing a lot of you guys celebrating President's Club, which is $10,000 in sales for the year, Honor Society, which is $20,000 in sales for the year. And above. I've been seeing a lot of title advancements. Shout out to everyone who is, growing their business. Someone once said to me, a manager once said to me a few years ago that being, for example, like a bronze ambassador, it's about when you have a team that's, I think, selling about $1,000 altogether. And I believe that you have to have like a it's been a while, but I believe you have to have a minimum of like 3 orders on your team. And bronze leader level is when you and your team are have sales of about $8,000 and a minimum of 10 people on your team. And this manager likened it unto having a franchise, because he was like, how much does your team generate each month? So every 2 weeks, it's $8,000. Each month, it's about 16,000. He's like, well, your your little team is equivalent to a small business. Business, you're generating sums of money like a small business. And that was one of the things that really hit me, because I never thought of my business like that. And here in our chat, we're always talking about getting out of the mindset of your business being a hobby and an actual business. And that was one of the things that had me, step back and say, well, I'm managing a team of about 100 people. If I had a franchise, that would be, I think he said, like 3 or 4 or maybe 4 or 5 small chain stores. If you think about how many employees are in each stores, you have managers, you have leaders, you have counter clerks, you have what's the politically correct term? Maintenance. You have a variety of people working, and they run the gamut of different levels. And it's sort of like that within our business. We have a team, we have leaders, we have managers, we have the employees that clock in and clock out, and we have people who are doing it for a hobby, for some extra income, for a discount on their products. So it's a you're when you start to think about it in those terms, it sort of changes the way you look at your business. So I love to see all of you guys promoting and growing your businesses. So shout out to everyone. Get in the chat box. Let us know what it is that you're celebrating, the things that you've accomplished within this week. If you've had title advancements, if you finally got out and talked to that neighbor that you've been meaning to share your business with, whatever it is, there's nothing too small, nothing that is like so huge that it overshadows everyone else's. Everyone here is at a different stage in their business. Everyone here is running a different business. We're all in we're all in the same business together, but we I have a couple of ladies that I talk to, and we always celebrate each other's successes. And I love that within this company we can do that, because even though we're each running individual businesses, we're not in competition with each other. So they'll look at other people's success and say, oh, well, I didn't change titles, so I don't have anything to celebrate. You do. Those people who are changing title are doing that because they did do the small steps. And I shouldn't even say small steps. They're doing all the steps. So if you're doing your steps too, then that's definitely worth celebrating. So wins for the week. Yes, I had a craft fair this weekend. I enjoyed it, met some great people, found some new customers. Was excited to share my breast cancer awareness stuff at my first event of the fall season. Looking forward to having some more. Got to do some research, but looking forward to some more events coming up for fall, pre-winter holiday season. I also so this week Thursday I'm also going to be doing my first Facebook Live party, so I'm looking forward to that. It's my first time doing it. So even if you're a rep, come on through, pop in. Just come and say hi. I'm hoping to do it regularly, so I want to see how that goes. So I'll be doing that this Thursday at 8, not here on my YouTube channel, but on my Facebook page. So that's something new and different that I didn't do before that I'm looking forward to doing. What else? Oh, Clarissa is celebrating a promotion. She promoted to star promoter, and one of her first generation earned his kit from the Share Love Incentive, with selling over $500 in his second order. And they've also had some really great brainstorming sessions. So kudos to Clarissa and her teammates who, if you've sold over $500, you've actually earned that free $500 premium starter kit bag, that really beautiful leather bag that's full of $500 worth of amazing, awesome stuff. So shout out to Clarissa and her teammate, for her promoting a title and for him earning that super great tote bag, and for the both of them for coming together to work on growing their business together. Clarissa says she's opening her eyes to things she's never looked at before. Hey, Jessica A., thank you for joining. Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting to get that. It's a really nice bag. Like, don't get me wrong. It is usually $100 to start. If you're just getting started with Avon, you can order that bag for $100 and get the $500 worth of stuff, but free stuff is so much better. So this is a person who achieved an incentive. I love that Avon is doing all of these incentives and allowing so many representatives to get free stuff. That's another thing. I feel like, hashtag myths debunked. I remember when I first started, people were like, oh, you need to be in the top 2% to earn the TVs and the trips, blah, blah, blah. And one of the things that I've been seeing New Avon do is open it up so that, first of all, I think even back then that wasn't the real truth, but I've been seeing, there's been a huge increase in representatives from all levels, leadership, non-leadership, brand new. I mean, this is an incentive where a brand new leader can earn stuff, and this is a person through their sales who just got started, Clarissa's teammate in his second campaign, so not in the top 2%, is earning $500 worth of stuff. So I love that the incentives are open to everyone, that a variety of people at different levels can earn and win great stuff. Jessica said she had $100 in sales but missed her bag incentive, unfortunately. Don't worry, Jessica A. There are plenty of incentives to go for. Just, lesson learn. And this is going to be a huge way for you to, just get in the mindset of tracking for incentives. And I always say, it's not over until the fat lady sings. I've done incentives in the past where, like, the last day, in the final hour, I'm on the phone with customer service, like, I just need to get one more order in. Oh, I've got one more crew who are signing up with me. I remember, what incentive was it? I think it was the 30 by 30. One of my, either the first or second time, but it was one of the first incentives I did. I remember being short like 3 people, 3 new teammates for the incentive. I remember going out like, okay, where am I going to find people? What am I going to do? And I just went to like Dunkin' Donuts and I talked to everybody. And I was like, who here needs extra income? How can I help? And I happened to meet a woman who had just had surgery and was home. She had some children and she was worried about providing, and I was able to help her get started and help her off to a great start and get on the road to earning that extra income so that she could stay at home with her kids. So on the one hand side, it's like, yay to know that you can achieve incentives, and that even though you might be feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to make it, the possibility is still out there. But also in doing that, knowing that you're helping other people, to be able to partner with someone who had, these things you can never really plan for. She had an unfortunate situation, but she still wanted to be there to provide for her family. She couldn't do her day job, but she was able to work her Avon business to pay her bills and make her ends meet and provide for her family. Shout out to her. She made her money and she was excited about it. I made my incentive. So it's like, win-win. It's one of those things I love about this company. It's, again, not like we're competing with each other, but you help other people, and when you help other people, you move up. It's, not like your typical corporate structure, which is what I love. So Jessica A., don't beat yourself up. chalk it up to a learning experience. Don't give up. There will be plenty more incentives and plenty more opportunities for you to earn great stuff. And now that you know what the incentive tracking process is like, when the next incentive goes around, you will be able to plan ahead and reach your goals better. So, yeah, definitely. Exactly, Teresa. Jessica says she's planning on using it to get to her Lock It This campaign. Awesome. See, so maybe, and this happens all the time. Maybe you missed an incentive in one campaign, but the sales and the earnings you did receive, you can always apply to your next campaign. And with Avon, I feel like there's always a brand new incentive, a brand new opportunity to win, especially if you're a new representative. You've got the Kickstart program to earn $1,000 in 90 days. You've got the Share the Love incentive, which is what these guys were just talking about, earning their $500 tote bag, $500 prize, including the tote bag. You've got this, what is this? I want to say Rise to the Top, but that is so not the name. What is the name of this incentive, guys? Help me out with the Locket. Wow, total like mental blank. It's like I just see a tree with dollar signs on it. I just but you guys know what I'm talking about. So there's plenty of incentives happening and plenty of opportunities to earn. So whether, regardless of what level you are at in your business at this point in time, there's always an opportunity. But it comes down to two things. This is totally not our topic of discussion for today, but it comes down to two things. One, treating your business like a business and being aware of what's happening. I always say, in my day job, in my profession, the field is always coming out with new information. I mean, more information than we could absorb. That's why we have so many specialities. We have people who specialize in high-rise building repairs, people who are specialized in single-family homes, multi-family homes, interiors, exteriors. There's so much variety in our profession because there's so much information coming out. And we have to make it a priority as professionals to be aware of different information that's happening within our profession. Same thing in our businesses. So if you're looking at your Avon business as a professional, or whatever direct sales business you're in, I know that thank you, raking the cash. I'm like, Rise to the Top. I don't know where I got that from, but maybe that's the next incentive. But yes, raking the cash incentive. Thank you, Jessica A. So regardless of what what field you're in, what business you're working, what your side hustle is, the key is to think of it as a business. And if you're looking at it in a professional mindset, you're going to want to be aware of what's happening in your business, in your field. And ours is very focused and concentrated, so it makes it a little bit easier. I know for our company, there are so many different ways that information is being disseminated via email, Facebook, YouTube, our What's New newsletters, different emails from different groups depending on what you're working on, whether you're in the leadership development program, your new rep training, your sales leader training. So there's a variety of sources for information, and we kind of talked about this a little bit last week, but it's at the end of the day, it boils down to you making yourself aware of that information. Gotta be honest with you, one of my personal pet peeves is when I talk to people and they're completely clueless as to what's happening in their business, and I'm always just kind of like, well, okay, I see the results. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So be professional in your business. Know what's happening. Make it a priority for yourself to read and check in. And I mean, you don't even have to read. Watch the YouTube videos. Michael Sensak and Evie DeAngelis do an amazing Facebook Live on Tuesdays. There's so many representatives doing Facebook Lives. Again, you guys are here, so I know it's not you that I'm talking about, but those people know who they are. And then secondly, firstly, taking responsibility, getting that knowledge for yourself. And secondly, making the decision to be present, to show up, to come out to the meetings and the events and the trainings. It really makes a difference because that's you opening yourself up to receive that information. Make it a priority, show up, be there, be in the right mindset, and you will start to see the results in your business, just like Miss Clarissa and Jessica A, and you ladies who are hitting the incentives, and everyone else, I should say, ladies and gentlemen, who are hitting the incentives and seeing that growth in their business. It's not magic. It doesn't happen overnight. It's hard work, dedication, and professionalism. So Jessica also got offered a small table offered a table in a small business expo for 11 hours. That is awesome, Jessica A. Congratulations. That is, see, talk about business mindset. So that is a great way to promote and share your business in a professional atmosphere and increase your customer base, your team size, to just promote your business. Even at the very least, JA, to practice your spiel, to practice speaking to others, practice getting comfortable with being proud out loud about your business and what it's doing for you, yourself, um, in terms of yourself and your family. So kudos to you, Jay. That's great. Let's see who else. Yes, Clarissa, definitely. You will get it. Believe in yourself. I love that. I love that quote. And I love, again, that our representatives are so encouraging of one another. It's believe in yourself. You can do it. So, let's get into our chat tonight. Let's chop it up. Like I said, tonight is I guess, the day's over. So we're running into campaign 21 right now. And right here on the cover is one of my favorite products. I am at the point where I have bottles of these things all over. Like, I have one at my job, I have one here at my desk, I've got one at the kitchen, because sometimes you just need that little of energy. And want energy, want free energy is like right on the cover. Like, who doesn't want energy in this day and age? We're running around with the kids, we're working and going to school, we're doing our day job and our part-time job. We've just, as a people, got so much on our plate. So who doesn't want a little extra energy, and in a form that's not like peak and then crash and burn? And I will tell you, I am that coffee person. So I know I'm the coffee sugar person. I will, down a couple of cups of coffee and a couple of Snickers bars. That's how I used to eat before Espira came around and I became more conscious of my eating habits. But let me see. Yeah, but um this natural energy is really great in that it doesn't give you that, like, well, it doesn't give me that crash. It's natural. So right here on the cover, bold, to capture everyone's energy, is some of the benefits that come with our natural energy and our Espira line as a whole. Non-GMO ingredients, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no preservatives, no milk, eggs, or soy. And I gotta tell you, this is also the campaign where we're launching our kids line. I don't have children, but for those of you who do, before, again, Espira, it's amazing how sometimes things come out and it causes you to actually think about things that you've been doing without really thinking about it. Have you guys, those of you who do have kids, as a matter of fact, even those of you who don't have kids and who have been taking supplements or multivitamins or really just anything, have you guys been reading the labels on the stuff that we are putting in our bodies and that we are giving to our kids? I want to rewind a little bit. A few, maybe 3 years ago, at the beginning of the year, I started to do like a cleanse. It's called the Daniel fast, and you kind of have to cut out processed food. So you're trying to taking your diet back to the basics, like all the wonderful stuff. You kind of cut out. So the processed sugars, the white flour. I think sugar as a whole. White flour. So instead of sugar, you might have honey if that's what you allow for yourself. No white flour, so you cut going back to like whole wheat. For me, it was a real eye opener because there was stuff that I thought was healthy that I now found myself looking at the label to see what was in there and realizing that you might look at a can of something and on the front it'll say, for example, huge eye opener for me were those little fruit cups. So peaches or pear or even like the little cans of corn. I would Now I'm thinking, okay, I could only eat vegetables, fruit and vegetables. Let me go for these things. And um, that was what I would reach for because in my mind, I'm like, okay, It's canned fruit, it's canned vegetables. These are things that we give our kids because they're healthy. Um, when we just kind of assumed it was. And I kind of learned to read the labels. And one of the things that I was surprised to see was how much crap is in all of this food. So, for example, the little can of peaches that, the applesauce, the peach cups, the things that we give to babies, the amount of preservatives in there, the amount of sugar in there. So when you think you're just giving your kids some fresh peaches, some fresh fruit, fruit is good, right? The amount of artificial sweetener, stevia, and things that were added to these things. And I was like, okay, I realized that there was a lot of stuff that I was considering healthy that I actually couldn't eat. So my diet became like really restrictive. And even tortillas, for example, I remember I went into the store one day. I was like, okay, let me pick up the whole wheat tortillas. Those are healthier, right? The amount of things that I could not pronounce in them, it wasn't just like, grandma made tortilla that abuela made in the frying pan in the kitchen. It was it wasn't corn and wheat and things that we could pronounce. It was chemical stuff, it was sugar, and I was like, what is sugar doing in my tortilla? Salsa, the amount of sugar added to salsa. Like I had to dive and dig for salsa that was literally just tomatoes. some onions, some, black pepper, and I was just like, what? Potato chips? Why are people adding sugar to potato chips? So I realized that there was an exorbitant amount of sugar that I was consuming in things that weren't chocolate bars. So I was eating my chocolate bars, and then when I thought I was eating healthy, I was still just consuming a crazy amount of sugar. Salt was another thing. I would go, okay, well, I'm going to go pick up some veggies, whether it's frozen or canned veggies. Again, just full of salt. I'm talking 800 milligrams, some 1600 milligrams, and some. And I was just like, you know what? No, I have to just make things from scratch, because if I don't know what's in them. So one of the things I was really excited about with the Espira line was this page right here. Non-GMO, non-artificial colors, non-artificial flavors. I have a friend who kind of brought to my attention the red dye number 40. Start reading your labels. See how much stuff this red dye number 40 is in. And she actually doesn't eat products with this because her body reacts to it. And I never, again, that was one of the things that I was like, okay, dyes in my food. I like fruit, peaches, things that we're giving to our kids. Why do peaches need to be dyed? They're already orange, They're naturally colored. Strawberries. Why do my strawberries have red dye number 40? They're not red enough? Like, come on, people. So one of the things I love the Espira line is because it doesn't have that extra added crap. And Avon's sort of committed to trying to make this line as much from natural products, things that are found in nature, as possible. And again, for my vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free friends, there are products in here that you guys can eat comfortably, and or consume. I guess you're not really eating the pills, but consume comfortably without having to worry about people lacing your vegetarian food with eggs or milk. So one of the things that stood out for me, so much so that I added it to the back of my day planner, was this comparison between Espira and like other brands. So for example, our Espira protein powder compared to Isoclean shakes, we have 4 grams of carbohydrates, they've got 24 grams. We've got 4 grams of sugar, they've got 11 grams of sugar. We have 120 calories, they have 240 calories. So for those of us who are drinking our protein powder in the morning, thinking, okay, this is a way for me to cut some calories and have a healthy breakfast, if you're taking this other company's stuff, you're adding an extra, it's basically twice as many calories as the Avon protein powder. And it contains dairy. So if you're a person who can't eat dairy, that's sucks for you. And, not vegan, not non-GMO. With our Avon's Kids multivitamins, they compared it to 4 other brands. So Flintstones Complete, Flintstones Plus, Flintstones with Iron, and Centrum Kids, full of artificial sweeteners, aka sugars. That's that you know, additional fake sugar that you add to stuff. So if regular sugar isn't bad enough, the artificial sweeteners, it's like even more not natural than bleached sugar. Um, Artificial colors, they're full of artificial colors. That red dye number 40 I was telling you about. Artificial flavors, preservatives, and they don't have fruit and vegetable blends. So I'm like, so when we give our kids these multivitamins, what are we really giving them? Sweeteners, artificial colors, artificial flavors, preservatives, and unnatural stuff. So instead of fruits and veggies, we're just giving them sugar and preservatives and red dye number 40. So this is something that kind of got me thinking. So like I said, a few years ago, I really started to read labels and be more conscious of what I was putting into my body, because I was like, already, if I have bad eating habits, it kind of exacerbates that to be putting in things that claim to be healthy for you but are actually full of like non-foods. So with this, I've been sort of striking up this conversation with some of my friends who I know have kids. Like, by the way, when's the last time you read the ingredients on the back of your kids' multivitamins? Not so healthy now, is it? So this is a great conversation starter, and it's right here in our brochures. So it's a great way to sort of bring people's attention to um, the not so great stuff that we're giving to our children in efforts. We're trying, not we, but I have babysat and watched and taken care of kids. So I understand you're trying to do the right thing by giving, in your mind, you're like, okay, this is better for them. Let me help them. But it's actually kind of not so great. And it's not your fault. It's what's in there. I'm not pointing the fingers at anybody except these companies. But with that being said, the benefit that's being featured here in Campaign 21 is that you get a free bottle of the natural energy with any $40 Espira purchase. So I would say, parents, you've got kids, I'm pretty sure you're tired. Pick up some Espira Kids multivitamins. And another great thing about the Espira Kids is that it's only $10. A lot of these other companies, I've been looking at the prices on their multivitamins and their kids vitamins, and I find, like I was saying earlier with like the curly hair, when companies slap labels on natural hair, like curly hair, all of that, whenever it's a differentiation between the regular, whenever it becomes like a specialized version, they up the price. So kids versions of stuff tend to be kind of pricey, just like women's versions of stuff tend to be a little bit pricier than the men's version. Hashtag pink tax. Avon's Espira Kids is actually way cheaper than a lot of our adult version multivitamin. So I thought that was kind of cool. So this is what allows our parents to, is it the same 30 pills? About half. So this is a great way for parents to provide the vitamins and nutrients that their children need without all the extra crap, but at a really good price point. And I really like that Avon did that, because they're like, we see that you're making the effort to do something good for your kids. We're not going to take advantage of that by quadrupling the price on you. But anyway, also in Campaign 21, you guys heard me bragging about the Hydrofusion that I mentioned that actually came out in Campaign 20. It is still in the catalog on sale. So you get 2 for $35. So that's a great deal. So last campaign, you were probably striking up the conversations with your customers, sharing how great this product is. Maybe you dropped in some samples so they can still take advantage of our special offers on these products. But let me fast forward to some of the goodies that are in campaign, some of the other goodies that are in Campaign 21. So you guys know me, I am all about the fashion, and launching in Campaign 21, we've got brand new Mark stuff, and we're moving into fall, so you're going to see like the deeper auburns, purples, not really magentas, but plums, deep, rich, dark colors that are coming in for fall. And I like that this is kind of cozy, but this modern geo midi skirts are really in, and they're really cute to pair with. Here they're paired with heels, but I've been seeing a lot of people pair them with like the comfy sneakers. So on page, we've still got some comfy shoes here, if I can just find it. Fast forward. These sneakers are actually kind of like on trend. So like pairing these slip-on autumn sneakers with like a mini skirt is a really kind of really cool way to like zhuzh up the look, make it actually not zhuzh up because you're not making it more elegant, but make by making it casual, you're kind of making it more trendy. So it's like these outfits like dresses, things that you would normally wear heels with. I see people just like pairing them with sneakers. So it's a great way to sort of change up your look a little bit. I know for me, skirts tend to be like special occasion, um, either a work, dinner party, Avon event, but by pairing it with sneakers, it's a great way to kind of make it casual. This look of the oversized sweaters is also in, so like a tailored structured skirt with a pair of sneakers and an oversized sweater is what I've been seeing a lot on the New York City streets. And leather for fall is always just there. But we've got some like a cool tee you could pair with your leather jacket. Again, you can add like the t-shirt. Did they do it here? You could also do the t-shirt with this flare midi skirt. You know, change up the silhouettes. Something tight at the top, flare at the bottom, pair of kicks to make that happen. This necklace, guys, I have it here. Launched last campaign, but one of my favorites. So I should just put it on. But I will be showing you guys some of my favorite products from campaign 21 this Thursday in my live video. But this necklace is gorgeous. I saw it in the book and I was iffing and butting and I was just like, I have to get it because I have worn it dressed up. You dress down like with a t-shirt, and I'm waiting for fall when I pull up the turtlenecks. I mean, how sleep with this look on like a black turtleneck? Just even with jeans, with a skirt, super flexible. So love this necklace. Love that it's huge. It's eye catching. It's got a little extra. I should tell you the name. It's the Serpent Statement necklace. I love that it has like a little bit of rose gold tone. It's not like your regular gold tone. It's a little rosy. As a matter of fact, you kind of see like my shirt has this rosy type of jewel tone. You could see the similar. I should have worn this necklace with my shirt today. But so that's out there. So there's some pretty cool jewelry in the Campaign 21 catalog. So keep an eye out for all of that. But the fashion is really nice for campaign 2021 for fall. And for those of your customers who love the sterling silver, I'm a silver person as well. Avon has a sale, so up to 50% off on all of our sterling silver collection. It's the 0.925 quality, 90% pure silver. So be sure to let your customers know that we do have our sterling silver fine jewelry collection, because I was actually talking to someone at my event this week Saturday. He was looking at the silver jewelry and he's like, "Oh, nickel, nickel, nickel." And I was like, "No, no, 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 no. It's not $5 jewelry. This is the sterling silver collection. It's like actual sterling silver." And he was like, "Oh." I was like, "Yes. I've worn my stuff into the pool." And he was like, "Oh." So, those are the small things that kind of help with, just keeping your customers informed of the products, sort of knowing those little things for yourself, so that and talking to them and asking questions and getting their feedback on stuff. Speaking of which, our brand new pumpkin spice salted caramel apple is coming out. So we've got our scented page, so you can rub your wrist and give a little smell. Love this. I haven't ordered it yet, but I got a chance to try it at Rep Fest. Really great fragrance for fall. I love. I don't know what it is about the holidays, but between the candles, which are also on sale, 2 for $24, but between the candles and the like apple scented. Look at the trend, like the pumpkin spice. We're all about the spices and the smell of baked goods for fall and winter. So this is a really great way to make your house a little bit warmer, to bring that homey feeling to your house. The Avon candles, but also the whole body set. So the salted caramel apple, they also had me at caramel, so I am that person, yes. But the salted caramel apple comes in the shower gel, the body mist, and the body cream. So be sure to inform your customers that a great way to help their fragrances last throughout the day is to layer. So use the shower gel, add the body cream, then spritz on the body mist so you get that fragrance all throughout the day. Another thing that I like to recommend to my customers that you'll hear me say often is to mix it up a little, which is great because Avon actually has 3 fragrances. So you can rotate all 3 fragrances throughout the day so that you don't go nose blind. What commercial is that? I think it's Febreze, where they have that kid who's in his room with his dirty socks, and it, it's kind of just gross, typical teenager's room. And my room, but my room is Avon products, so it smells good. But the commercial talks about how you've been in the room so long, you've gotten used to the smell, you've kind of gone nose blind. It's actually something that really happens. So it's a great idea to change up your fragrances so that you don't get used to it. Because if you're wearing the same scent over and over every day, you go nose blind to it. You don't notice it. So one of the things I like to do is change up my fragrances. So I kind of have like my favorites, but I rotate them out. For me personally, once like October, November roll around, I shift more into my like what I call my autumn fragrances, which are more spicy. So we're talking the salted caramel apple, the pumpkin souffle. I tend to lean more towards these type of fragrances for fall. Again, just that feeling of being home and being in this warm atmosphere, baked goods for Thanksgiving, um, apple pies, pumpkin pies, harvest season fragrances. So these fragrances are really great to try for autumn. Encourage your customers to try something new. One thing I also like to do is sometimes I'll gift like a shower gel or a body mist to my customers. When I'm doing giveaways so that they could try a fragrance. And a lot of the time, it's just a matter of getting over that initial fear of trying something new. But once they try it, they love it. So these scented pages are a really great way to get that conversation started with your customers, to introduce them to something new. You never know. It might be your next new fragrance, something that you love, but you won't know until you try it. So this is a great way to try new stuff. So look out for these scented pages. If you're representative, find them, share them with your customers, encourage them to give it a whiff and let you know what they think about it. I always share that a lot of things that I share with my other customers, sometimes I haven't tried all of the products, but I take feedback from my different customers so that when another customer asks a question, I can say, well, I have another customer who loves that product, who tried it, and they said this, that, and the other thing. And I can then share it with someone else to help them feel more comfortable about their purchase. So love the scented pages. And last but not least, our About Face A box, which features a new platinum night cream, a new line eraser, and the new power serum. So this is About Face because it's facial products, but this line eraser with the retinol, it's a full size product. So you're getting it in the A box for $10, and I just wanted to show you. I wanted to point that out because usually that retinol treatment, line eraser treatment, goes for of course. No, I can't find the page. Almost there. Bear with me. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm not getting there. Almost. Ah, here we go. All right. Usually that line eraser treatment goes for $30. In this campaign, it happens to be on sale 2 for $40. But you can get that line eraser treatment along with the trial sizes, which are about like um a 2 week version of our full size products for just $10. So again, the A boxes are really great ways for people to try the different products, to get great products at a discount. Avon, I love their A boxes compared to other companies, which are basically boxes of samples, because they try to throw in a full size something. And my customers have been loving the A boxes. Even my teammates, because it's a great way to try new products, to experiment without making the huge commitment of, sometimes there's some trepidation, like, okay, I don't know if I want to spend $30 on that. Well, it's in the A box for 10. You get to try 3 products. So to be honest with you, the $10, the retinol treatment, the line eraser is $30 usually. Their new platinum It's usually about $12 for the trial size. So you're getting more than your money's worth with this A box. So be sure to check that out. It is a super great deal. So I'm loving the campaign 21. You can get your free Espira with a purchase of $40 worth of Espira products. And for those of us, I kind of feel like I'm on a 3 month rotation for most of my things. Like my protein powder lasts me about 3 months. So we're rolling down the end of September now. We're getting into October. It's a great time now to stock up for fall. Take advantage of the freebie opportunities. And Thanksgiving is coming. I know we're going to be Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. It's like eating time. So, now might be a good time to get into the Aspira, look into changing your diet, sort of balancing things out. The stress of the holiday shopping season. Hello. Now is a really great time to check out the natural energy so that you have the time to run around and do that, but also the calm and the restful sleep. But this is that PM restore that I was telling you about. Um, you know, for the holidays, you have the family gatherings. I've got a wedding this month. Parties and events for October, Thanksgiving, November, Christmas, New Year's. I feel like once September starts, it's like bam, 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 all the events back to back. It's a great way to have like your skin and your hair and your nails kind of glowy and looking nice. So it's not just about the bling, but it's about that natural glow. So now is a really great time to try Aspira for the holidays, right? And of course, you get your natural energy. I just feel like, again, I'm a huge, huge fan of the natural energy. Have been since it came out. When they said caffeine, I was like, just put me on that list. I don't care what else it does. There's caffeine in there. So campaign 21 is, I just kind of skim through the stuff that's in there, but it's a really great, I say this every campaign, but shout out and kudos to the Avon crew for putting together such great brochures for us so that we do have great new things to share with our customers. And our customers, I know you guys look forward to getting your new catalogs, because there is so much, like, there's something new and different and exciting about each campaign. So thank you guys for shopping with us and staying abreast of all the new things that we are doing. And for the representatives who are watching, get your catalogs out there, because there's a lot of cool stuff in there that people are looking for, and a lot of people don't know. A lot of people still don't know about Espira. They don't know. People still don't know that Avon has fashion. So there's plenty of opportunity out there for us to get our brochures out there to show people what we have available. Definitely get excited about these. So I saw you guys sharing some wins and some plans in the chat box. So I just want to quickly jump back over. Clarita, I thought you shared something. Oh, yes. So Clarita says she has her fall weekends booked almost solid for fairs, bazaars, shows, etc. Yeah, that's kind of what my September looked like. I don't know what my October is going to look like yet. I'm afraid to even get into it, but yeah, this is the best-selling season. So if anybody's watching this and still considering whether or not they want to get into Avon, they're still thinking about it, get into it now. Get into it, because it's the holidays and best selling season of the year. Let's see. Clarissa says she's putting her natural energy to good use. Oh yeah. Again, especially this time of year. Yes. Jessica A says, okay, Jessica A has kids. So she's also saying it's scary stuff that's in there. Yeah, as a parent, I can imagine. I'm not a parent, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're giving this to our children. So I can imagine as a parent to realize what's in a lot of the foods that we're feeding our kids. And just kind of thinking about, what do we give babies? The applesauce and the soft peaches in the can. That soft peaches, the peaches and the pears, those fruit cups. Fruit cups threw me for a loop, because I was like, I'm going to put a couple of fruit cups in my bag. I'll have my healthy snack during the day. Fruit is that natural source of energy. And I was like, what is in here other than peaches, pears, and grapes? What is this other stuff? So I want to challenge you guys. This week's challenge is gonna be to go into the supermarket, go to like the healthy food kids snack aisle, Pick up that little jar of fruit cups that we're putting in all our little kids snack boxes. The little bags of baby carrots. Why do baby carrots have red dye number 40 and sugar? We like, it's as if we have to entice the kids to eat healthier by filling up the healthy foods with sugar. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. But yeah, Jessica A, it's scary. It's scary. So I like that the Espira is made to suit the taste buds of children. Like they had kids in mind when they made it. And it has the good stuff, the superfoods that the kids need. 100% of the daily value of 20 vitamins and minerals. And it's from fruit and vegetables, which is where we should be getting those vitamins and minerals from, not chemicals we can't pronounce. So, all right, guys. Wow. Jessica A said that she has a friend who made the decision to make all of their kids' foods because of this. Yeah, when you realize it, I was in the same boat. When I realized what was in this, I realized that I couldn't. It's sort of like the toss up between quick and easy, fast and within a good budget. Um, when you try to eat healthy, all of a sudden the preparation time increases because you end up having to make a lot of it yourself. Pasta sauce, marinara, I ended up making myself because it was full. The ones I was buying were full of sugar, sugar and salt. So I ended up making my own marinara like on the weekends. I would just be cooking a pot of marinara so I could make pasta in the week. Like I said, the fruit cups. I thought I could pack my lunch, throw a little fruit cup in my bag. Granola bars are another thing. I still love granola bars, but the amount of sugar that's in them, no bueno. So yeah, sometimes you just have to. A lot of people are deciding to make foods themselves, but I like Espira, the kids line, because you don't have to sacrifice affordability and the ease and comfort of knowing that you're giving your kids something that's good by purchasing these products. You can hit those two things: the price, a good price point, and good quality foods, and still give your kids something that's not completely artificial. um, all right, yes. We're gearing up for Black Friday. We've got our natural. Yeah, good point, JA. Stock up on your natural energy for Black Friday, if not for Black Friday alone. Oh my gosh, yes. Hey, Christina, thank you for joining us. Christina, don't you have a win that you're celebrating this week? I'm just saying. Sorry, guys. My team is nothing but love. I gotta throw you guys under the bus a little bit sometimes because you guys are like so afraid of celebrating your wins. Girl, I know you have a win you need to share. All right, guys. So while I wait for Christina to share her win, she had an awesome order. She's like all question marks. I'm watching you guys. I see what you guys are doing with your business. Good stuff, good stuff. So that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining with me as we go through our review of campaign 21 and some of the good stuff that's coming out in here. And I hope you guys I hope that this is helpful to you. And if you guys have any other ideas, any other ways that you are promoting your business, or anything that you're excited about seeing in the campaign 21. I know I tend to focus on Espira, the fashion, those kinds of things, but whatever it is that you see in the catalog that you're excited about, whatever gets you excited, those are the things that you can focus on to share with your customers, because chances are if you're excited about it, they'll be excited about it too. I mean, I know there are some things that I just can't get enough of, and that when I'm shopping and on the subway and people kind of pause like, oh, that is some really cute jewelry, where did you get it? And I'm like, my Avon business. And they're like, I didn't know Avon made jewelry. It's just a good feeling. Christina Christina shares with us, oh, this is really good news. Christina shares that it's getting way easier to get orders now. So for those of you who are new representatives, this is not me saying it, this is Christina. You know, so she's verifying what I've been telling you guys. It does get easy over time, but you have to stick with it. In the beginning, you might just kind of be finding your way, you're finding your customers, but if you work at it consistently, if you add, one customer per week, minimum, at the end of a year, you've got 50 new customers. So by the beginning of the second year, you're starting off with 50 new customers to add another 50 customers in your third year. So that's just, even if it's just one customer per week, we can all do one customer per week, right? So yeah, Christina, congratulations, you had an amazing order the other day, and thank you for sharing that. It's getting easier for you to find or build your big orders, because that's hope for people who are just getting started, that they will eventually start to see that as well. And Christina, how long have you been doing this? What, a year or two? Is this your second year? Are we celebrating an anniversary? Let me know. But not too long. So it's good to see that yes, there is hope on the horizon. You do not have to be in the top 2% of the company to see feedback. Christina's in her second or third year. So see, it takes time in any business. It takes time. So the key thing, stick with it, be business minded when it comes to working with your business, be professional. And as I think Clarissa said earlier, you got to believe. So thank you guys all for joining me and chatting with me, and bearing with me despite me being super late. Thank you, MTA, for nothing. But I will be back here, same time, same place, next week, Tuesday. But be sure to stay tuned. Well, first of all, subscribe. Click on my face here in the bottom, it's probably your right corner, so that you'll be alerted when I do go live. And also pop in, those of you who are reps, those of you who are my customers, be sure to pop in on Thursday for my live. If you're a rep, come in, say hi, hang out with me for a little bit. So I'll be live also this week on Thursday. I'll be showing you some more of the products that I got from campaign. Well, they're in campaign 21. So I'll be doing a campaign 21 product haul. Again, you guys know how much I love the jewelry, so there's going to be some good stuff in there. So join me. Let's hang out. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you guys this week, Thursday. And if you can't make it this Thursday, join us again for our next Ant's Team live training next week, Tuesday at 8 p.m. So once again, have a great night, guys. I will talk to you next week. Keep those wins, save them, share them. Let's celebrate with you. Good night.